They laughed when you were trying. They vanished when you were crying. They didn't just ignore your pain, they enjoyed it. You were breaking in silence, but they were busy spreading stories about your failure. But now, something has changed. Those same people who said you'd never make it, they're watching you. Quietly, secretly, studying your every move, saving your posts, copying your style. They don't clap for you, but they don't scroll past you either. Why? Because what was once ignored is now becoming unavoidable. What was mocked is about to be magnified. You were never the problem. You were the prophecy. Listen closely, because this is important. Every time they doubted you, heaven was taking notes. Every time you were left alone, the universe was planting you like a seed. And when a seed is buried, it doesn't die. It transforms. That's why you feel something shifting inside you, right now. That's why your spirit feels restless, like something big is coming. And you're right. Stay till the end of this video, because I'm going to reveal the exact moment when your enemies will have no choice but to respect your rise publicly. Not in private, not behind closed doors, publicly. But before that, you need to hear this. People don't always clap because they're happy for you. Some clap because your success is louder than their doubts. Some clap because they don't want to look like the villain in your victory story. And some, they clap just to stay close enough to sabotage you. But here's the twist. The same people who tried to dim your light will soon need your light to see. The same ones who whispered your flaws in rooms you couldn't enter will soon hear your name spoken with honor in places they never imagined. They didn't believe in you. They didn't support you, but they will remember you. So don't quit now. Don't shrink to make them comfortable. Don't lower your voice because they're finally listening. Your rise? It's not a maybe. It's not a possibility. It's a prophecy in motion. And if you're still here, if this is already hitting your soul, then this message is not an accident. Take a breath. Because what's coming next will make everything they did to break you look like preparation. They say the most powerful transformations don't happen on stages. They happen in silence, when no one is cheering, when no one is clapping, when no one even believes you're still trying. And that's where your story began. You weren't just ignored, you were invisible. You were posting, working, healing, trying, and the world acted like you didn't exist. No support, no applause, no validation. Just you, your effort, and your faith that maybe, just maybe, this pain was not the end of your story. You know what the cruelest part was? Nobody asked if you were okay. They only asked why you weren't successful yet. So you got quiet. Not because you gave up, but because you grew up. You stopped explaining your dreams. You stopped announcing your moves. You stopped chasing people to understand your calling. And in that silence, something powerful happened. Your focus sharpened. Your energy shifted. You stopped begging for seats at tables and started building your own. Because real elevation doesn't begin when people notice you. It begins when you stop needing them to. Day by day, brick by brick, you were building, healing, growing. Not loudly, not publicly, but silently, like roots growing deep under the ground before a tree ever breaks the surface. They thought your quiet meant you were losing. They thought your silence meant you were done. But really, your silence meant you were loading. And while they thought you disappeared, you were in the background upgrading. This is where most people get it wrong. Growth isn't loud. Success isn't born in applause. It's born in lonely nights, in unanswered prayers, in private tears. But here's the twist. Even in your silence, you weren't unseen. Even when you thought nobody cared, somebody was watching, quietly, secretly, studying you, screenshotting your progress, copying your ideas. They didn't like you, but they couldn't ignore you. They laughed at your start, but they're terrified of your finish. And now, you're not just being seen, you're being watched. Not because you asked for attention, but because you became impossible to ignore. That's the irony of silence. It makes your rise louder. Your growth became the conversation they whispered about. Your resilience became the story they couldn't stop retelling. Because deep down they know They would have given up if they went through half of what you survived. So don't regret the days you were ignored. Don't hate the silence. It was sacred. It was necessary. It was your construction phase. A seed is never seen when it's becoming a tree, only when it's breaking the surface. And you're breaking the surface. This is just the beginning. Comment prompt to add here. Drop a year if you've ever grown in silence, and now you feel the world watching. Hate is loud at first. It shows up as insults, jealousy, mockery, and whispers behind your back. But when hate fails to stop you, it does something strange. It turns into obsession. They used to say, "Who do you think you are?" Now they say nothing, but they're watching everything. They refresh your page. They study your moves. They mimic your style, your words, your energy, hoping nobody notices. But why does this happen? Because deep down, hate is not always about dislike. Sometimes it's uncomfortable admiration. They saw your strength, and it threatened them. They saw your potential, and it reminded them of what they never became. So they tried to destroy it, laugh at it, ignore it. And when that didn't work, they did what insecure people do. They started copying the very person they tried to break. Real-life stories prove it. They laughed at Oprah when she was fired from her first TV job. Now every talk show copies her style. They rejected Walt Disney, saying he had no creativity. Today, the same industry uses his imagination as a blueprint. They doubted Thomas Edison after 1,000 failed experiments. Now the whole world copies his light. History repeats. First they doubt you, then they watch you, then they copy you, and finally, they act like they always believed in you. But let's get real for a second. You saw it happen in your own life, didn't you? That friend who called your dreams stupid? Now they're trying to do the same thing. The one who said, "You've changed." They're now dressing like you, talking like you, posting like you. They didn't support you when you were small, but now that the world is clapping for you, suddenly they always knew you'd make it. And that's why this truth hits so hard. They don't copy the weak. They don't imitate the ordinary. They only copy what they secretly admire, but publicly deny. But here's the twist. Copying isn't the insult, it's the confession. It's proof that you're not just seen, you're remembered. You're not just talented, you're unforgettable. They tried to hate you, but accidentally became your fans in silence. So don't get angry when they start acting like you. Don't get bitter when your ideas come out of their mouth, because they're not stealing your identity. They're confirming that you built one worth stealing. Comment CTA. Have you seen someone go from hating you to copying you? Drop if yes. Success looks beautiful from the outside. The lights, the applause, the recognition. But there's a part they never tell you about. The silence that comes with it. People think failure is the hardest part. It's not. Failure gives you company. People feel comfortable around you when you're struggling because you don't make them feel small. But the moment you start rising, the room gets quieter. You start to notice small things. Messages slow down. People who once checked on you don't anymore. They don't ask, "How are you doing?" They ask, "So, what's next for you?" And it's not curiosity, it's measurement. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You didn't change. Their access to you did. You just became harder to manipulate, harder to control, harder to belittle. And some people don't hate your success. They hate that you succeeded before they did. Betrayal hits different when it comes from the people you clap for. You shared your dreams with them. They shared your dreams with everyone else as jokes. You gave them loyalty. They gave you competition. You called them family. They called you too much. But here's the thing. Success doesn't hurt because of what it gives. It hurts because of what it reveals. It reveals who was real and who was just around because you were easy to stand next to. People don't always cheer for you, not because they don't want you to win, but because your winning reminds them of how long they've stayed comfortable. And then comes jealousy, the kind they don't speak, but you can feel. You walk into a room and suddenly the energy shifts. The same people who once prayed for you now compare themselves to you. They smile with their mouth, but their eyes say, "Why them and not me?" Silent competition begins. They won't say it out loud, but now everything is a race. If you buy something, they need better. If you post something, they rush to outdo it. If you achieve something, they downplay it. It's not a big deal. Anyone could have done it. But deep down, they're not against success. They're against you having it first. But here's the twist. The higher you go, the fewer people clap sincerely. Some clap because they love you. Some clap because the crowd is watching. Some clap because they're scared to be the only one sitting. But real ones? They don't clap because everyone else is clapping. They clap because they remember when no one else did. So what do? You don't dim your light to make others comfortable. You don't shrink to fit spaces you've outgrown. And you don't apologize for climbing a mountain they were too afraid to climb. Because success may be lonely, but it's not empty. At the top, you'll lose many, but you'll find yourself. Comment CTA. If you've ever felt success get lonelier, type right, but I'm still rising. There comes a moment in every chosen one's story when the silence breaks. When the same people who overlooked you now speak your name with respect. Not privately, not quietly, but publicly. This is called the reversal. The Bible said it perfectly in Psalms 23 verse 5. He prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies, not away from them, not hidden from them, but right in front of them. So they don't hear about it from someone else. They see it with their own eyes. That's what's happening to you. Doors you didn't knock on are opening. Opportunities are finding you. People who never believed in you now want to be associated with you. Why? Because God didn't forget the nights you cried. The universe didn't ignore the times you stayed kind when you had every reason to fight back. Grace saw everything, and grace is now paying you back, not in private, but in public. Suddenly, the job you thought you lost, something better comes. The person who left you, someone more aligned appears. The room that rejected you now asks you to speak in it. Your name is being spoken in rooms your feet have not even entered yet. This isn't luck. This isn't coincidence. This is what happens when pain matures into purpose. But here's what makes the reversal powerful. It doesn't come with revenge. It comes with recognition. Not look at me now, but look what God did. Yet here's the part no one talks about. Not everyone clapping is happy you made it. Some people don't want your success. They want your seat at the table. They don't want to celebrate with you. They want to replace you. They're not jealous of the blessing. They're jealous of the position. They don't want to eat with you. They want the chair you're sitting in. They'll smile, congratulate you, take photos with you. But deep inside, they're thinking, why them and not me? But here's the twist. God didn't prepare the table for them. He prepared it in front of them. Big difference. The table is not a stage for you to prove people wrong. It's a reminder that you were never alone, even when nobody believed in you. They don't have to like it. They don't have to clap. They don't even have to stay, but they will witness it. So walk into this season with humility, not fear, with confidence, not ego. Because this table wasn't built overnight. It was built from every tear, prayer, and silent night you survived. Comment CTA. If you're ready for your table moment, type, my time is coming. There's a moment in every rise when you stop asking, does anyone see me? And instead the world starts asking, who is this person? And how did we miss them? At first, nobody cared. They scrolled past your posts. They laughed at your efforts. They whispered, they're wasting their time. Then slowly the shift began. Just like Mahatma Gandhi said, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then they copy you. You lived all 4 stages. Stage 1, they ignored you. They didn't support your work, didn't believe in your vision, and didn't show up for you. Stage 2, they laughed at you, made jokes, mocked your dreams, called you unrealistic. Stage 3, they fought you. Suddenly, your growth bothered them. They tried to discredit you, block you, or compete with you. Stage 4, now They copy you. The same people who rolled their eyes are now copying your style, your words, your energy. Anything to stay relevant. You know what stage you're entering now. Stage 5, you become unavoidable. Your influence starts showing in places you didn't even plant seeds. People you've never met start defending you in rooms you've never been in. Your name is brought up in opportunities, collaborations, promotions, blessings. Suddenly, your work is shared without you asking. Your style is recognized without your name on it. Your silence speaks louder than their opinions ever did. You didn't force it. You didn't beg anyone to see you. You simply stayed consistent. And now the world has no choice but to notice. People you don't know are talking about you. Checkmark strangers support you louder than people you grew up with. Your ideas are showing up on other people's platforms. You walk into a room and feel the shift. They know who you are before you speak. They won't always congratulate you, but their silence tells the truth. Jealousy doesn't always make noise. Sometimes it just watches. But here's the twist. The same mouths that doubted you will soon say they always believed in you. They'll say, I knew them before they blew up. They'll pretend they supported you from the start. They'll take pictures with you, not because they're proud, but because they want proof they were close to greatness. But you'll know the truth. They weren't clapping for you, or they were clapping for themselves. So what do? You don't clap back. You don't expose them. You don't shrink or get petty. You rise gracefully, powerfully, unapologetically, because your influence is not an accident. It's the result of every unseen moment you chose to keep going. Comment CTA. Type, I'm ready for my public season, if this is speaking to you. They tried to bury you, not knowing you were a seed. They tried to silence you, not knowing you were becoming a storm. They thought your ending had arrived, but heaven was just turning the page. Your story was never meant to stay in the dark. You were hidden, but you were not forgotten. You were delayed, but you were not denied. And now the same soil that tried to suffocate you is becoming the very place you rise from. Because God doesn't bury his favorites. He plants them. You cried in silence. You healed in silence. You worked when nobody was clapping. You prayed when nobody was listening. But now, the world is about to see what heaven saw all along. This is not the season of revenge. This is the season of revelation. They will not see you fighting for a spot. They will see you standing in the one God prepared for you from the beginning. You don't have to force it. You don't have to beg for it. You just have to walk into it. Boldly, gracefully, unapologetically. And I know you've had moments where you wondered, will it ever happen for me? Did I miss my chance? Was all this pain pointless? It wasn't pointless. It was positioning. Every tear watered the soil. Every betrayal rerouted your path. Every delay protected you from arriving too soon. Because success without maturity destroys people. But success after pain, it builds legends. So hear me when I say this. Your rise cannot be stopped. Not by rumors. Not by jealousy. Not by betrayal. Not even by your past. Whatever tried to break you only built you. The ones who left, they were never meant to sit at your final table. The ones who laughed, their laughter will fade into silence. The ones who doubted, their words will crumble under the weight of your truth. Your story is about to shift from, they'll never make it, to, I always knew they would. Whisper tone intensifies. Because what's coming for you is not private. It will be public. Public favor. Public restoration. Public recognition. Not so you can boast, but so God can. So that every person who counted you out has to witness what happens when heaven counts you in. So if this message is speaking to your soul right now, stop doubting, stop shrinking, stop apologizing for your growth. You are not the same person they left behind. You are not the same person who cried on that bathroom floor. You are stronger, wiser, softer, but sharper. And most importantly, you are rising. Final comment. CTA. If you're ready for this public chapter of your life, comment, I rise now. Because this isn't just a video. This is a declaration. Final call to action. Subscribe because the next video reveals the day heaven makes your enemies watch your reward. Share this with someone who needs it. Like it if it touched your spirit. And remember, this is not your ending. This is your entrance. They thought you were done, but heaven just whispered, "Watch what I do next."